Hi everyone, it's Mondays with Bella again, and in today's discussion of integrating healthy living with purpose through what I call pleasurable wellness, or a more vibrant and enjoyable, intuitive way of being, I wanted to discuss a topic that's often left out from these conversations for being considered too taboo, which is sex and sexuality. So the fact that sex is good for us has been proven by a number of recent studies in the last decade or so, showing benefits both for our physical health and mental well-being, directly benefiting our immune system, boosting our immune system, being great for our skin, for making us feel younger, but also on mental benefits that are that happen because of all the punch of feel-good hormones that we get once we experience an orgasm, such as the opioids and serotonin and endorphins, which are really important for mental well-being and preventing things like depression, anxiety, and such. But what I also wanted to discuss with you today is the central role of sexuality in our conception of who we are and in this existential search for purpose and meaning. So the ancient traditions tell us, such as Taoism and Tantrism, they tell us that sexual energy is equal to vital energy. So for them, when we're feeling that apathy and we don't really know what we want and we're not really motivated, that has to do with a stagnant sexual energy in our base chakra, and actually in our second chakra, that's equated with sexual energy. And so unlocking that power has everything to do with not only being more vibrant and enjoying more health and vibrancy, but also discovering what you really want and reconnecting with your purpose. A lot of these practices, such as Tantra and the Tao of Love that we teach at the Embody Institute, they have to do with reconnecting to your own sexual energy before you even attempt to share it with someone else. And all of these practices teach us the correct breathing methods, contractions, and really revamping our imagination to connect to our body. And this brings us back to the importance of rediscovering the language and the wisdom of the body, because one of the things that we really need to relearn to do, especially now when we're locked into our homes and we don't really have where to run away from ourselves, is to rediscover the body and being in the moment. When you're thinking some thoughts about oh, I'm worried about what's happening out there, or if you're anxious about what's going to happen, you're never really present. And we've learned about the concepts of mindfulness and importance of meditation. But what I teach at the Embody Institute is the importance of sensefulness, or really reconnecting to your body and your senses, and almost this primitive part of yourself. Why is that important? Because when you are connected to your body at this almost primitive level, through our basal ganglia, which is our ancient part of the brain, you are really present in that moment. You're not thinking about the future, you're not in the past, you're there. And in those moments, not only are you feeling pleasure for being fully there, but you also get insights as to what your innermost desires are, what who you truly are, and what you want to contribute to this world. And sex is actually one of the best ways to unite those things, right? It's an aspect of ourselves. It's part of our identity and part of who we are. It's also an act it's almost like a meditative act that allows you to disconnect from the rest of the world and really be present in the moment. And it's also a tool for transcending the reality and discovering a higher purpose in life. So what I wanted to invite you to do is to use this opportunity, when you're locked in with yourself or with your partner, to really reconnect to this innermost part of yourself, to play with your sexuality, uncover what really, what's pleasurable for you, what's pleasurable for your partner, and to bring back sexuality as a centerpiece of healthy living and of discovering your innermost desires. And if you're interested in learning more, we'll be having Liana Walden with us on our Wednesday webinars to discuss some practical ways in which you can reconnect to your partner and explore your sexuality.